Richard Ashworth, Conservative MEP for the South East. How significant is the sign-off of all these different kinds of European funding for the South East of England?
Well, it's a very good day for Britain and it's a good day for the South East of England. We've got the deal we wanted, which is a 3.8% reduction in the overall budget. That's good for Britain and it's realistic, I think. But actually there are increases in spending in this budget. Some of those areas are going to impact quite favourably on the southeast of England. In particular, more money going into areas like education, for example, universities, more money going into research and development. And, you know, with a lot of universities in the southeast of England right now, that's good news. A lot of research and development going on there too. Things like East Malling Research Centre, which are doing extremely good work. More money available for leading edge quality research. So the southeast will benefit from that. There's more money going into infrastructure as well. It's called the Connecting Europe programme, and some of that, no doubt, will filter through to the southeast because, of course, we are a vital and strategic communication corridor.
And given all these different types of fund, have you been able to do a kind of back of the envelope calculation about the kinds of money that we're talking about? Are we talking about tens of millions? Are we talking about hundreds of millions? I mean, they're large sums, aren't they, when you add these all together?
They are large sums, and when you think that they're leveraged because they are matched by the member state governments, they become even larger than they would appear to be on the face of it. But really to put a hard number on is very difficult indeed, because at this early stage the universities have yet to make the applications for the funding. The research centres have yet to make the application for funding, but nevertheless it is a very positive move in the right direction, I think, encouraging education, encouraging quality research.
And how important is that research for your region, for example, for jobs? Because I know that you've been to see some of these sites where this research takes place, both at the universities and private institutions.
Right throughout the southeast, both in the university sector and the private sector, we've got some high quality, leading edge, high technology research going on. Now, all that research work is vital to the future of the economy, it's vital for the growth, and it's vital for future jobs, but it needs money. And so we're happy that this new budget is reflecting that need. It's taking money away from the less added value areas, the areas where it doesn't do quite so much to benefit, brings quite so much benefit. And so more money will be going into research, and that's going to help with growth, it's going to help with jobs, and it's going to help the southeast in particular.
And isn't the reality that with so many cuts back in the UK that more universities, more institutions are likely to turn to this kind of funding or be forced to do so, but it is at least an avenue that they can explore?
Well, it's quite right that they will. A lot of our universities are some of the best in Europe. And this money is being awarded on the basis of merit, not on the basis of even share round. So those quality universities will be able to compete on a level playing field right across Europe. Now, a lot of the institutions we have in the United Kingdom are extremely good, very high standard, and they will benefit very much indeed from this deal.
Now, you mentioned that another part of the funding was to do with transport. I understand on some of those, the core routes, they call them, the areas that can get the most money includes HS2, obviously the controversial high-speed rail network that's planned, and also the Reading to Southampton freight line. How significant could that be? Obviously the money is there if the government chooses to bid for it.
Well, I don't want to get into the detail of exactly what is spent and where, but what I would like to say is that at a time like this, when you're wanting to get the economy going again, investing in infrastructure has always been a wise, sensible thing to do. It's a long-term investment. It'll still be there for our children and our children's children's generation, but in the short term, it'll create jobs and it'll stimulate the economy. So there is money available in this budget for those major strategic routes, and you've mentioned a couple there. Now, whether or what precisely happens in terms of airport runways, in terms of high-speed rail lines, that's a matter of local decision for national governments to take. But what I think is the right direction is that money is available if they want it.